Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if I've not already caught up with you at some point, a very happy new year. And we're all looking forward to 2024. Well, I am anyway. A lot depends on your circumstance, but what I'd like to do there, I wanted to go outside and paint today. It's the 2nd of January, and I thought, right, New Year's Day is over, let's get back into the plein air painting. But of course, this morning it was absolutely teeming down. And this afternoon, what happens? A gale blows up. So we've got a storm outside. So I've just come into the studio now, and I'm going to look back at the time I spent in Cornwall, and particularly the lovely coastal village of Port Isaac. And I'm going to paint a little back street of Port Isaac. But the thing I like about this is that we've got a lovely red phone box. So the old traditional phone box, really. So let me just lead you through the basic drawing of the subject. Okay, well, I'm working on £140. It's wood pulp paper. You certainly can use the cotton, or as it's sometimes known as rag paper. That's quite a good thing to use, but at this moment in time, I'll just adjust that, there we go. I am going to use this wood pulp paper. I use it an awful lot. And first thing we need to do is to draw in where we're going to have a couple of figures here, and they're down the street somewhere there. Notice I'm drawing very roughly, trying to get angles. So I need that to go in, right? I'm starting more in the distance here for no reason other than, in actual fact, that goes like that. Right, and when you draw like this, you don't need to be too precise. You know, a lot of people say to me, how do you create a loose painting really initially? Well, it's you start off with a loose drawing, and if you can get a loose drawing, then to me you're halfway between, well, you're halfway towards, if you like, a loose painting. Right, just going to look to see where we are here. Oh, we come down there like that. That's it. And we've got just a little bit of roof that can be seen there. There is a lot of banging outside. That is the, unfortunately, that is the gale blowing. I think everything's okay. Good. Anyway, let's forget about that. We're painting. We're drawing down like that. We have some form of sort of wall effect there. And that finishes pretty much, that building finishes pretty much there. Like that. And then this one comes towards us at a bit of an angle. And then it sneaks up the path there. Then we have another connecting wall there, and this sort of roof comes like that, a bit more of an angle, and it comes towards us, then it goes off in stages. So it's sort of like a rounded structure really there. And notice I'm not putting in any details at the moment. All I'm putting in is the main uprights. Well, I've moved on a little. I've put in all the uprights, as you can see. A little bit of the roof work. I've not put any other detail on. All I'm going to do now is to draw in the phone box. Now it's pretty crucial to get the feeling of perspective with this sort of thing, to get this right, we've got to get the size of it and how it stands correct. And I think I've got that. Now this goes up. Our eye line is somewhere there, so everything goes up below that, and above that, that goes down. That's why that roof line goes down. This doesn't, because our eye line is about that sort of height, although out of picture. So it's you know, it's all balanced really. And then we have the front of the foam box, and of course that goes at that angle, and we're looking slightly up on that, so the actual top goes down a touch. So these are things that you need to observe if you're going to get anywhere near creating the shapes you require. I'm making that wider because it would be, and I'm making that wider or higher because there is a kink in that, and then that's domed at the top. So I think that pretty much picks up the foam box feel. Yeah, I'm pretty much happy with that. We'll have a couple of figures somewhere, and now I'm going to crack on with the details. Now the roof, it's got like a dormer window here. It's pretty much central, so let's put that somewhere there like that. It comes fairly well down. It sits up somewhere there, and the base of it is not, you can't see too much of that, and it's more or less level with the roof, so that's worked out fine. We've got a chimney in the background here, like that, with just the one pot. Now I would imagine that's a new build, but I may be wrong, or a new chimney anyway, but it's not built in the traditional way. And we've got another pot there, which I think breaks up the roof lines. Always nice to put those in. We can just about see a chimney here, which is always, is that another one potter? It is, but that's off centre. Now that gable end, we can't see the chimney because I've drawn it so it runs out of picture, because I want to come more, you know, show this a bit more than too much of the left hand side. You know, that's one of those. We've got the Velux window there in the roof. Do we see anything there? Probably not. Oh, and we do have these lovely, we've got to watch that part of that wall really. Oh, and that drops down and goes like that. It's that well, I suppose it's like a damp course really that runs, it's always black, that runs, it's harden up that line, and that one goes like that. It hardens up the look of it really. So there you go. It's coming along nicely. Well, I've just needed to go outside and retrieve some bins and bits of wood and bits of spare roofing that I had. So that's where I've been because of the storm we're having. Anyway, let's crack on with this. Well, as you can see, windows have gone in. All I've got to do now is just show some glazing onto the lovely red foam box, so that it's not going to be too difficult. And we've got a full, oh, that comes fairly high there, so let's make something that's high enough. And we, oh yes, well that comes fairly low too, because we do have the telephone sign to go in. And I will write it, but you probably won't be able to see exactly what it is, because that's the way I've drawn it, really. Anyway, we've got this is the key to it, the uprights. Right, we've got one upright there, one upright at the back there, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 odd number. That's good. So we put one in the middle, 3 each side, so we put one in the middle of that and one each side of that, and then we put one in the middle of that and one each side of that. And that's how you do odd numbers. You put one in the middle, cross section, then one in the middle of the other one, because there's 3, then do the same the other side. Not sure whether we'll see much of these, but let's just put a little bit an idea that there's a bit of glazing in there for future reference. And I'm going to draw, that must come at quite a bit of an angle, because inside there we can see inside the foam box itself, and that finishes the same. Look, that width has got to be the same width there, so I think we're about right there, just so as we can see where we need to put the inside of the foam box, because we're looking down. There you go. Well, as you can see, I've hardened up 1 or 2 lines. I've put in a little bit of overhang there. I've put in the downpipe there and there, a soffit area there, a gable end area there, the barge board, I believe they call it, and soffits there, a little bit of soffit indication there, a little bit there with a gutter. That's really it, really. You know, a little bit of hardening of edges just so that I can see them. But that's how, if you draw fairly loosely, then there's every chance you'll paint loosely. So it's time for watercolour, and I will show you how to add watercolour to this lovely drawing in my next video, which will be coming up this Friday, 6 PM UK time, on my YouTube channel. I hope you can join me. I will be doing the complete demonstration. If you can't tune into the premiere at that time, then please watch at any time after 6 PM UK time this coming Friday. Look forward to seeing you there.